Hello and welcome back to Starsector. In the last episode, we did a spot more bountying, got a little bit of money, we came rather close to dying once, which was not particularly great, and if memory serves we also lost a crew member, but no problem, we can quickly remedy that. If we just nip into Jangala Station, we can hire a new... we still have our transponder off, so the only thing we have available to us at the moment is the black market. I can't remember if we came to Jangala within someone's sensor range or not, so just to be on the safe side, what I'm going to do is fly away again, switch on my transponder when I'm out of range, and then fly back, and we can resupply nice and legally. So yes, there's hegemony. They will not be too happy with us running transponder off, so let's head over here for the moment. And that's probably far enough. Don't mind us. We are full on legit. Excellent. Okay, so the full on open market, that's much better. So we've actually got some elite crew and some veteran crew. If you remember, we started with veteran crew, and your crew will gain experience and level up on the job. They do that fairly quickly, so I'm going to not grab 4,000 green crew, I'm going to grab just a couple. I only need 15 to actually run this ship, well, this fleet really, but I have capacity for more. So we may as well grab another couple. 5 in this case is a couple, just in case we lose any more along the way. I don't think I'm going to use these Annihilator rocket launchers, so I'm actually going to sell those. But this ion cannon is interesting. I might find a use for that later, so I'm going to keep hold of that. Now, what do we have weapon-wise? This might be better handled in the refit screen. I find the ability to just get the tooltips for what I'm actually using and what we have available easier this way. So the pulse laser, 303 damage per second. The ion cannon is much less, but it is actually a small mount. So could possibly use something like that instead of the point defense laser. I mean, it's not a point defense mount, but it does have longer range than the point defense cannon. It does EMP damage, which can be beneficial. Don't know. I suppose we could take it out for a spin in the simulator. Okay, let's drop a couple of vents, swap it over, and then run a simulator. And I'll just pull, yes, a lasher against us. Why not? I should have put it. It is on auto fire. I was just thinking I should have added it to the. There we go. There's the lasher. Should have added it to the weapon groups, but this will probably suffice. Put up our shields. Should see it auto firing there. It's not doing a huge amount of damage as we remember. No, I don't quite like that. I think I prefer the point defense and simulation. So let's undo that, and I'll probably hold on to it in case I can find use for it elsewhere. Now, these salamanders, these are particularly nice. Unlike my harpoons, which are fantastic against ships that haven't got any shields left, the salamanders are a kind of like a specialist homing missile. They will loop around a ship and try and target its engines. So if I drop those 2 vents again, They'll be from the black market, which is not great, but I can also come back with my transponder off and buy them. But yes, if I run a simulation again, pull that same lasher again. Where are you? There you are. Even if I just fire them off now, you can see they're already trying to outmaneuver. And that's like a huge tactical advantage. I mean, the other good thing about them is, if I just pause this, they do recharge. It's very, very slow, their recharge, but most missile pods don't tend to restock their ammunition. They've got just a stack quantity of 3 or 5 or 50. So in prolonged engagements, this could be really useful, but really I mostly like it for the fact that it nips in behind shields. So I will probably get those actually. If I just undo for the moment, I don't think there's anything else in particular that I'm interested in here. That phase lance we decided was bad. Mining blaster could be quite interesting. It's got a relatively low range in comparison to the pulse laser, but it is much higher damage wise. Also uses more flux per shot. We can take it out for a spin in the simulator though. It doesn't really cost any more ordnance, so let's have a look, see what this is like. Go away. No, how do I undo that? There we go. N. Oh, that sounds meaty. Oh gosh, that's quite slow though. Interesting. Womp. Yeah, that is a large amount of flux usage. Yeah, I don't think I'm very good with this weapon, is what I'm determining. Nah, okay, right, end simulation. It's a nice idea, and also it's kind of educational. I'll know that if I'm coming up against anything that has a mining blaster, I should try and stay away from it because that's a lot of damage. Okay, so undo that as well, and like I said, we're going to leave Jangala station, go into kind of a stealth mode again. So there's the edge of the range. Switch off our transponder. Just go dark just to even further reduce their range of detection. Sneaky, sneaky. Here we go. Refitting facilities. So we wanted to buy the salamanders. We need a little bit more there. That and that. Thank you very much. Excellent. I'll just go to my weapon groups, double check they're all sensible. Yep, that looks fine. Lovely. Oh yes, also I was going to rename my ship to the ISS Hubris, just because I tend to be a little bit gung-ho, bite off more than I should. Excellent. So is there anything else I want? I suppose I could sell the harpoons while I'm here. May as well, because I'm not really likely to use them too much. What else? Pick up a couple of supplies. No, actually they're quite expensive. Fuel, that's fine. Luxury goods. Okay, let's see if anything on the Intel screen implies that. Confirm that. Yes, I did do that already. Intel screen. See if there's anything worth trading from here to anywhere else. If not, we'll just dip back into space and go look for some fights to have. So prices, we are in Corvus at the moment, so Corvus is quite good for rare ore. Actually, supplies at Jangala are not too bad. Hang on, if I filter this to just supplies, we could even just do a run from Jangala where we are to that pirate base, Barad A, or take it all the way up to Hyperspace and make more of a profit. Alternatively, ore and rare ore. So ore would come from Barad B, which is the pirate base, rare ore from Barad B again. Okay, neither of those are particularly good. What else do we have? My only gripe about this screen is that you can't just filter it to the specific star that you're on. Not star, I mean trading market, so planet or space station. Recreational drugs, we're on the black market already. We could take those up to Barad B, get 150 each. What about heavy machinery? That looks better, 110. Yes, okay, so we'll pick up some heavy machinery and we'll try and smuggle it up towards Barad A. So cargo, there's only 2 available, but every little helps. And supplies was the other worthwhile thing. So let's grab as many of these as we can fit in our cargo hold, which is going to be about here. I'll put those there. Confirm, and then let's hit the space lanes. In a minute we can stop being dark. Just want to make sure that we get away from this hegemony detachment and probably stay away from the patrol there. Okay, speed up a little and just double check. Ah yes, head north, because since we've started the game, of course, everything orbits the star, so things do move around. Back when we started, Jangala was more like here, and the Barad cluster was over here. I do need to keep remembering that things move around, so I can't just head northwest and automatically get to where I'm heading. Let's have a look this way. Okay, so there's Barad B. Where was the best destination? Barad A. Hidden pirate base is probably quite good as well. Right. 3 weeks into the commotion. Ah, from all the hostility that we had before. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing worthwhile there. No, we can't fit 500 units of hand weapons. That's definitely too much. Okay, so dismiss this. Leave, and let's see where else we could take heavy machinery to. We could foray into hyperspace, I suppose. Go have a look at Valhalla. That could be quite good. Is there anywhere else where supplies is worth taking? If we go even further, we could go up to Hyperspace. Be interesting. Okay, so the Valhalla system is mostly tri-tachyon and hegemony. Hyperspace is mostly tri-tachyon, independent, and pirates. That could be quite good. Okay, let's plot a course into hyperspace, and we will go visit the Hyperspace system. Yeah, we won't bother stopping off at Valhalla along the way. It's only 2 units of heavy machinery we have, so it's not really worthwhile. But in a Hyperspace we can check out some of the other financial markets, see if there's different weapons and ships available. So I've mentioned before that you don't really use fuel per se. You do have fuel. Fuel only gets used up when you're in hyperspace, and it's based on both the size of your ship, their fuel efficiency, that sort of stuff, how far you're going, how long you're in hyperspace, and so on. So what we need to do is find ourselves a hyperspace gate. This one will do very nicely. It's the Jangala jump point. There's usually a few jump points around. We'll see them when we actually get into hyperspace itself. But coming out from systems, you have to use stable jump points. There we go. Going into systems, you have options available. So there's a gravity well here provided by the gas giant of Barad, but it's only useful to come out of hyperspace into regular space. Likewise, the star itself has a huge gravity well and is a one-way exit of hyperspace, but that's dangerous. I've never tried it. There's also usually a fringe jump point, so you can have a nosy at a system without needing to jump into somewhere potentially with a lot of traffic. So we're heading up towards Hybracil. This is the hyperspace map. I believe all of this is relatively new since the most recent version of the game. But other than that, the mechanics are pretty much as they were before, with the addition of this hyperspace storm stuff, which is terrain. So we're heading northish. Thank you, helpful hint. So you can see actually here our fuel usage is 1 per day. That should be fine to get us all the way up. And you've got sensor ranges and normal sort of regular space mechanics. We're just generally going to try and avoid people as much as possible. This cloudy stuff is deep hyperspace. You just go slower through it, but it can have storms, and storms are generally bad. I don't really want to get much closer to them than necessary. Just try and plot a path of least resistance through here. Have a quick look, see where we've gotten to. Okay, so we're almost at Valhalla. Still got quite a way to go before we're up near Hybracil. And the hegemony will still get pissed off at us for running with our transponder off, so we're still going to try and skirt the edge of their sensors and avoid them. Okay, just a little bit further, so hopefully just the other side of this deep hyperspace and we should be golden. Uh-oh, that's bad. Let's get out of here. So that pirate fleet saw us and was like, ooh, easy pickings, we've got about 8 ships and you've got 1, so they emergency burned after us. Fortunately we managed to just about evade them. Right. Inner system jump point, another gas giant, the start. Let's go for the inner system jump point. Cool. What do we have here? We've got a place called Crouch, Clan Starforge space station, Ogma space station. I thought there was supposed to be a pirate base around here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Don. There's the fringe jump point. Anything else of note? Not really. So we've got some tri-tachyon stuff, some independent things. I'm going to head to the Clan Starforge. No, actually, let's, as we're right here, let's have a look at Crouch, see if there's anything down here. Privateers? They'll probably ignore us, but... Right. How are supplies here? 148 credits per unit. Well, that's an okay profit. 181, again, that's an okay profit. So we'll slam these onto the black market because we're here again with our transponder off, which makes it harder for us to, harder for them to figure out who we are. I will save a couple of these actually for myself because flying around uses supplies a lot. The rest of them can sell for a little bit of profit. Probably buy a little bit of fuel back because it cost a bit to get over here. I like having 30 in reserve. There we go. And then we can see what else is available. Vulcan cannons. I think they're supposed to be really good for point defense against missiles, not so much against fighters, but it could be worth checking those out. Salamander pods. Ooh, interesting. I'll come back to that in a minute. Everything else seems okay / neutral. Right, let's go to not this, the shipyard. That's what I wanted to do. Right, let's see if there is anything worth buying. Well, I don't think we'll be able to afford anything, but we can at least have a look, see what's available here. Destroyer, although it's D-class. Another wolf, but again D-class. A hound, interesting. What's the hound like? No shield generator. Does have shielded cargo holds, so that's probably a smuggler ship. Shielded cargo holds give you a chance of not being detected when you get scanned for contraband, so that could be interesting to add to our fleet, but not for the moment. I think we need to go and do some fighting and, well, basically get some more. These are only energy mounts. Interesting. What is this? Slow firing, extremely high damage energy gun. Can only be used at really close range. That is a lot of damage and only 20 charges. Blimey. Perfect accuracy. Interesting. Okay, let's get rid of this and get rid of this. Just for the sake of simulator testing and see what this is like. I'll just run simulation against that lasher again. And I mean, it is a really small range. If I switch over to it, there we go. It's got quite a good arc of fire. This is 600 range, memory serves. Alright, let's fire off my missiles. And then just get near it. Bomb. Okay. That's hard flux. Oh, it does use quite a lot of... don't know if I like that. Looks like it's got a very slow recharge as well down here. Yeah, unconvinced again. End simulation. I mean, it would probably work better if you had several of them. Plus, it's kind of it's energy damage, so it's not just designed to take out shields. It works equally well on everything, but it's still not quite my playstyle at the moment. I already have salamander pods, so I guess that's why these aren't showing up. Are they the same thing? Black market. Salamander MRM pod. No. Ah, it's a medium missile mount. And I think these are just small ones. Yes, okay, that's why I can't have it. Ah, that's a bit of a shame. I suppose I could put the anti-matter blaster on front, but that doesn't work with my playstyle. Okay, alright, let's have a look at the comms directory, see who wants what. Nothing really that I can fulfill there with my reduced cargo capacity. So let's go find ourselves a fight. Just do a quick repair. And away we go. So I'm thinking roughly of heading up towards Don via the Kalan Starforge. See if we can find any. I guess they found my smuggling. Ooh, they don't know it's me though. No, let's avoid these guys. And things like smuggling will destabilize the market in the area, which increases pirate activity and basically damages the area. So it's best not to get found out for stuff like that. Alright, let's have a look on Kalan. There is nothing to do on Kalan. Okay. Ooh, okay, so the tri-tachyon, I was completely mistaken. It turns out they do not like you running with your transponder off. I thought it was only the hegemony, pretty much because I must have only run into mercantile convoys and such of the tri-tachyon who quickly just ignored me. Sure, I will run with my transponder on. Quite happy to comply, Mr. Tri-tachyon person. Persia Dowd. Well, that's damaged my reputation a little, but nothing that fighting some pirates won't fix. How's the map looking? I didn't see the Kalan Starforge. Did I just completely miss it? Oh, is that it? There it is. Oh, I thought that was a just a ship. Alright, let's see what they've got. Light machine guns. Yeah. Light mortars, interesting. Not really much else. That's very good. I suppose we could buy supplies here and sell them at the other place. On the black market, ion cannons, sabots, ballistic weaponry. Alright, let's have a look at the ships available. Buy more Hermes shuttles, some actually good quality things, but no, oh yeah, we're nowhere near being able to afford any of those. Alright, let's carry back on. All the way up to Don. That's roughly where we're headed. Hopefully we'll find small pirates rather than something that will wipe us out. Here we are in the nebula again. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so larger fleets, I guess, form like a wing formation and have less drag through the nebula. That's cool. Also means it's going to be harder for us to flee through the nebula if we're being chased by a fleet. Something for us to bear in mind. I'm going to switch off my transponder again as we're getting closer to the pirates. We are? Yes, we are getting closer to the pirates. A lot of nebulas to fly through. Tri-tachyon patrol. Don't know if they can see me yet, but I will try and avoid them. Okay, let's see what's available at the pirate market. Thumpers. They sound meaty. More autocannons, torpedoes, some recreational drugs. If we could smuggle those down to Kulan Starforge, that would be worthwhile. Could make a couple of hundred per unit. What else? Heavy machinery. No. Oh, I see. There is still an open market and black market distinction even when you're on a pirate world. That's interesting. Phase lance, nah. Vulcan cannons, ballistic, unfortunately. PD lasers. Okay. What ships do they have? Do they have ships? Buy. Just some shuttles. A phase frigate. That sounds very interesting. Defense is a phase cloak. I guess that's instead of a shield. Let's find my wolf for comparison. Yes. Oh, I wish I could afford that. That sounds very interesting. Ooh. Deliver 10 units of recreational drugs down to Crouch. How much was available here? 5. Ah, not enough. Okay, there's no point in taking that then. Right, let's look around for... Actually, I'm going to do an active sensor burst and see if I can see any pirates in the area. No, the only fleet unit that I can see is that tri-tachyon one. Well, that's slightly disappointing. Ah, this is bad. Let's get out of here this way. No! Whoa, come on! Woo! No! Come on. Oh, phew! That was way too large for us to take out. Way too large. We had absolutely no hope of going anywhere near that. Let's turn on our transponder. Hello, we're good, law-abiding citizens. Okay, is there anywhere else of interest here? Let's head over to Ogma. And we will... whoops, accidentally clicked. There we go. Just have a quick look at their market, see what's available. Let's have a look at the Tundra world as well. Lots of people want drugs. I would totally take this. Oh, actually, favourable or better? Am I favourable? Let's find out. I thought I was lower than that. Factions, tri-tachyon. Yeah, neutral, -2. That doesn't sound favourable. Can I accept the... No, it does not let me. Okay, so that highlight is just because that's what the buttons do. Oh, well, that's a bit of a shame. So, domestic goods to Scarthy. Lots of recreational drugs, all to Valhalla except the Crouch ones. Ooh, there are lots of recreational drugs here. Are they even illegal in tri-tachyon space? Intel, factions, tri-tachyon. No, nothing's illegal. Okay, so I can drop those off to Crouch in a few days. For how much? Within 56 days for 8,800. That is 880 per unit. Yeah, that seems worthwhile. Requires pirates, hostile. Am I worse than hostile with the pirates? Factions, pirate, vengeful. Damn it. Okay. Anyone else want recreational drugs moved around? 50 to Kalan Starforge within 10 days. That's 829 per unit. That's not very far even. That's just down here. And you can carry more goods than you have space for. It just means that you use more supplies while you're going. So, trade or hire. It was 50 units. There we go. We'll do some legit trading, I guess. Actually, that's going to be... I can't afford that. I don't think I could even afford that if I was on the black market and doing it. 50? No, I can't. Well, that's a disappointment. Anyone with a smaller amount of drugs that they want? No, 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 no. And that requires hostile objects. Yep, okay, so we can't do that either. Well, that's a bit of a nothing mission this time. Although we did get to explore hyperspace a little bit. Is there anything worth... We could get metals from Kalan Starforge and take them to Valhalla. That's not really worthwhile. What else? Harvested organs? Nah. Okay, let's very quickly head back to Corvus because there is at least a pirate presence there, and we can pick on a few smallish people. As time goes on, you'll see factions post bounties on specific pirates or leaders of opposing factions, and if you want to, you can go to the effort of taking those on, hunting them down. That one's not me. No, I only did the one. That I guess that's that huge mercantile convoy. Order jump to hyperspace, and then back to Corvus. Yes, storms make you really, really visible and slow you hugely. And the combination of the two is just really bad. What's going on here? Bounty hunter and a pirate convoy. Yeah, let's go engage in this. Okay, so we've got a D-class wolf. Alright, let's try and disengage. Because I really wanted that bounty hunter to help us. He's in a bigger fight of his own. Looks like he lost as well. Privateer? No. Alright. Discretion. Big hostile pirate fleet. And we kind of want to go through them. Let's not. Alright, go to the Barrowed Gravity Well. Well, that felt a bit like a monumental waste of both food and fuel, supplies, I suppose. Just make sure we're far enough away that they don't remember us from our transponder. At least they'll actually speak to us now, though. Right, what do they have in their market? Autocannon, pilums, machine guns, autocannons, chain gun, Reaper torpedoes, swarmers. Yeah, it's all pretty interesting. Let's check out the ships available. Virtually nothing. Ah, a lasher. I could buy a lasher. Ooh. I might do that when I've actually got enough money to equip it, because that would be hugely beneficial to my forces. Okay. Alright, well, what I'll do is I will end this episode here, and next time we will try either through some local smuggling or through a bit of combat to earn enough money to procure that lasher. We'll just have to remember to do the fighting away from the pirate base, because they really dislike the disruption in their area. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.